Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Ingrid's Insights. This is a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. So let's dive right in. And as you know, there is no coincidence. So you come to this tarot reading for an important reason. And you're curious, you're inquisitive, you're looking for information. You've got some ideas about what's going on, but you just want to go into it more. And that's what is behind this scene, what's going on behind the third wall, what is happening on the other side for you today. And when you find this is coming for an important reason. And we're going to get some guidance from the animal spirits. The animal spirits want to talk to Taurus today, and they have an important message. And it's coming for you, a Taurus, today. The general energy around you wants you to know this idea we came up with. There's something about seeing a raccoon. You know, raccoons have numerous domiciles within an area of 7 miles even. So you could be seeing raccoons in your garage, or you could be just coming upon a raccoon while you're out walking in the early morning. And that's going to be significant that you're on the lookout. You're getting information. And the general energy around you today, what you're noticing, Taurus, is the Knight of Crystals. And it has something to do with a camel. Would you walk a mile for a camel? There's something about the camel is able to carry their own water. So you've got a lot of water within you. You can sustain yourself. You have the ability to have a lot of endurance now. Taurus, that is a quality you have of the earth itself. Slow and steady, but you keep going through the desert, through times where you might think there's water, but there's a mirage, but the water's within you now. You're determined. There is determination in the landscape around you. And somehow what the gift is coming is that there is going to be this oasis for you, Taurus. And that oasis is going to give you a quenching of something you've been very curious about. And what helps this? What helps you become that camel? What helps you to have that determination, whatever this goal is that you have been offered a seed, something to plant and nurture. And you're going through the desert for it. And you know where the water is because it's within you, Taurus. You've got that endurance to keep on going toward your goal, to follow the light toward your true destiny, your true partnership, toward that twin flame. Taurus, you're determined, and you're of the crystal, of the earth itself, and how the earth absorbs all of this memory, and through years and centuries of pressure, gives birth to this energy of the camel, something that can endure in very harsh places, but still keep its spirit of magic. The panda, another crystal, the Ace of Crystal. And the panda is just about the earth, about the panda bear. It's almost a magical creature, like all creatures are. But it has something very magical about it. It looks at you like it knows you, Taurus. Is there something about the panda that's important to you? You could see this, and it's just going to overwhelm you with a feeling of manifestation, like it's coming. Whatever this is you thought was never going to arrive. You could have been on the camel, on this caravan, through the windstorms and sandstorms, not really seeing clearly, but determined to prosper. and you manifested because you rose your vibration up to this ability to see that prosperity when it might not be around you, to see this loving partnership when you might not have that kind of relationship, but you're already creating it, spending time in that virtual reality, tasting what that bounty will be when the camel comes to the oasis. What will you taste? The dates, the figs, the camel milk. I mean, there is this sweetness, a sweet relief coming for Taurus, and you already are feeling, because you're already in movement, and you've got the Ace of Crystals, the Ace of Coins, an offering, a gift from the panda. This kind of ancient way of prosperity, which is the law of your vibrational energy, and to align with source consciousness, because that is where all of our bounty flows, and to keep our vibrations open, fresh, crystal clear, so we can move into that prosperity, which is our alignment with source. Once we're aligned with source, creating, manifesting is easy, but we first start with enduring the contrast, enduring what doesn't work, what makes us feel not connected, what is not pleasurable, what is not on the path. And then our determination is to get off of that merry-go-round and to get on the path of determination and know we don't endure. We have that water within us, that a camel. And we're able to manifest because we're already prosperous. We're stardust. We're already bountiful, beautiful, creative, awesome, awesomely fibered and connected and neurologically networked into this prosperity, which is that direct line to who we truly are. And what is at the foundation and was there all along, Taurus, and you have felt this. I feel this in you today. Something moving, something rumbling. The wheels are turning, the rubber's hitting the road. I can almost taste it on my lips, the wind, that energy of the wind in the willows, toad on the open road, just ready to take an adventure, to journey. I have a great idea. Do you want to jump along with me with the convertible? Let's go for a ride. That's Taurus, what you're asking. And you're doing it because of the Chariot, and the number 7 is very important, and that's a magical number. It's a number of manifestation in the sense of how manifestation comes with that magic, with that belief, with that knowing anything's possible now, Taurus. And you got the Chariot. That's the momentum, the determination. The wheels are turning. You have velocity. You have trajectory now. And that means, Taurus, at the root of this, you know, because you can endure and have a determination about this goal that's happening right now. Today, you're feeling it already. And if it's been dormant, if it's been something you've been sleeping on, it's going to come in with a gift. You're going to just feel it, maybe just a small gift. But once you work on that with the Knight of Pentacles, you're unstoppable. You can endure anything because you're on the path now. It's smooth sailing. It's the path of least resistance. It's the path of grace, a state of grace. Where manifestation, it's not like you're working for it. It wants to manifest, like the Empress, which is you, Taurus. It wants to receive. It wants to love. It wants to create. It wants to grow. It's natural. It's like breathing. It's more natural than breathing. But you've got the Chariot in the terms of the rhinoceros, and this is a very sacred animal. Taurus. You don't see rhinoceros. They're endangered. Even when I was in the Serengeti in Tanzania in November, I was not able to see the rhinoceros because they're protected, because people poach them for their magic. And so at the root, there is discipline and determination again. So there's a lot of determination, but in different ways. One, you're determined to work this, to grow it like you of the earth, to actually get into the landscape and to smell the air, to know what season it is, to understand the crop you're planting. What are you growing within you? What is this a field of dreams that you're creating now, Taurus? Because you're going to come into that. And it's going to bring you a lot of wealth and prosperity. Whatever you're determined to do, it's happening. And you've got now the discipline to drive your chariot, and that's Cancer energy. Because you can drive your chariot when you have that ability to know your dark shadow side, the part of us we don't lead with, that we don't want other people to know about, and that part of us that we shine with or we want to tell people about. But we're blending those parts of ourselves, the parts we like and the parts we don't like, the parts we understand and the parts we don't understand yet. And we're coming together with movement, willpower towards something totally new. You might be moving to a new city, but you're moving out. It's expanding. It's a place that's going to be giving you a more opportunity, a Taurus, than you had before. But in different ways for each one of you. But the ultimate goal for all of you who are witnessing this reading right now, who came here because you needed this water, you needed the camel to carry this water into the desert, and then to give you this manifestation of this crystal. And the crystal comes out of the sand, out of that heat, out of the pulverizing of stone into crystal, which is the sand. You're determined. Determination is the key word of the day. And in different ways, you're determined. But in the most archetypal way, you're determined toward your spiritual destiny, toward your goal, toward what your a true mission is here now. And you are fueled up, ready to go, in the driver's seat. And what came recently, the Three of Feathers. This is the Three of Swords, was being left behind and is. But it's just reminding us, Taurus, to release and recover. Release and recovery was in the recent past. And the recent past can stem back years, lifetimes into our past lives. Don't think that you're just healing a trauma from your childhood or from some abusive love relationship or some situation of divorce or severance. We've all gone through those things in our own way. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be consulting the tarot, this ancient art form, this spiritual discipline. It's a discipline like the Chariot. You're having to use that rhinoceros energy, which is magical, which is mysterious. It has the unicorn, that one horn. And the horn is in alliance with our true mission. And so you're letting go of anything that has needed to be reborn. And here's the moth goes toward the flame. So now you're going toward your true flame, toward that true illumination. And it's unstoppable now because it's bright, it's easy. When you watch a moth go toward the flame, it's not like having a hard time. it is attracted to the light with ease and grace. And now at the crown, you're enduring because what's going to help you be disciplined and determined is your ability to manifest, to make something real, to bring it down, and to be disciplined. And part of that discipline and determination is requiring you to let go of anything from the past, anyone, any situation, any relationship, any thought system that is hurt your heart, but where there is trauma. And when we have trauma, we think it's in our heart. We think, oh, that person broke my heart. Well, there was a heartbreak. But what it truly does is it damages our minds, our brain, the way we think about ourselves. And so it is moving us toward these more optimistic parts of ourselves that are vibrating at a different level because you want to feel good, Taurus. That's why you came here. That's why you come to any light, toward the light, because you want to feel good. You want to feel God. You want to feel connected. You want to feel that source just rushing through you with grace and ease, so that whatever you're manifesting and prosperity comes naturally because you're in alignment. It's not because of what you do or who you are or who you know. We were always told, well, you have to network and you have to know the right people, get the right degrees, get in the right career path, know the right places to live, to go. But then you realize that the true alignment is within ourselves, to that source, to that vibrational field. And when we see synchronicities, repetition of numbers, feathers, certain animal crossing our path, just coincidences that we call, or society would call, but that have these very deep meanings that align with a certain awareness that we're going toward. And it takes us to the next level, which is the Queen of Feathers, the Queen of Swords, the bat, where you're having perception and truth now. Bats see in the dark. They have radar. They have this internal radar that knows when there is something in front of them. They can see in the dark. And you're developing that quality now, Taurus, to be able to perceive in situations that might have been dark before, unclear. And your eyes are adapting to the dark, but in a beautiful way, because you are going to be able to fly, to soar through any darkness anymore, into the light of perception and truth, because you're sitting on your throne of truth now. You know what's right because of what you've endured and your determination to keep going, to keep evolving, to keep spiritually vibrating at a higher and higher level until we're one with that unitive field of energy. And that's where all manifestation happens anyway. And you're coming into right now, Taurus. This is for you. This is where you are right now. And it's the lion. The lion is so powerful. The sun is just radiating out of his crown. This is Leo energy, could be important. Logic and justice. This is the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So you've got perception and truth and logic and justice. So things are balancing out in your mind now, Taurus. You're seeing the truth. You're getting all of that determination, endurance. You're getting your stamina back. You're getting your mojo back. You're moving forward step by step. You're not taking one step forward and 2 steps back anymore. It's 3 steps forward and a little maybe back on your heels, but you're moving, you're going forward toward logic. You might have been talking right now or are going to today, a professional, a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, about something that you're seeing that you know is true that needs to be balanced out mentally, logically, about a situation. It could have been something that you want to release and recover from, something about, I'm really sensing for some of you Taurus, it was a career choice. It was something you worked on, but you knew was not truly you. And now you're going with the Chariot toward that true magic, which is the magic of knowing how to drive your own forces, those horsepower within you, Taurus. And you can fly through the dark because you've got that inner truth, that inner BS barometer. So you know when somebody says something, you can just say, no, that's not right. I know it's not true. And with the King of Swords, you're just there firmly in your mind, taking the emotion out for this particular situation today that you need to know about with logic. And it's going to be balancing out the scales of what is just and true. And then now you've got the Seven of Cups, the lobster. Well, the lobster is just amazing creature, a crustacean. They carry their armor on their back. They have a lot of weapons. It's a great fighter, but also just a beautiful creature in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of where I live. They're this amazing part of the landscape. And the Seven of Shells. Well, the shells in this deck represent the cups, which is our emotions and feelings and what you're feeling today. What is this emotional atmosphere around you? What is it, the quality of the air? Does it have a temperature or an odor, a fragrance? Where you are feeling these choices, you're daydreaming, you're going in and out, like in the hypnagogic state right before you fall asleep. And this is a prime time to do that virtual reality meditation and really embody yourself in these choices. There are 7 choices. There are a lot of choices, Taurus. You have a lot of choices in romance, in partnership, in love, in options in what will make you happy and fulfilled and what will make you feel that your life is really activated and also vibrating at a level where you're wanting to see the truth of it and to balance it out if it has not been. But you've got choices because you're ambitious, a Taurus, at the quiet level, at the level of your hands in the earth, planting the seed, picking a berry, noticing the way the bark on the tree unfolds in the winter, listening to the sounds in the night. You are in tune with your sensory feelings, but also there is a sense of choices, the emotions, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy, and you've got the Cancer energy with the Chariot. So emotions are at the foundation. What you feel is key. That's key for us all. When I'm feeling excited and happy, when I'm doing a reading, well, the reading flows more. It's more aligned because I'm attuned to that vibrational energy, and it lifts me into that vortex, that energy field, that interconnected field of where all of this energy, this vibrational energy, that's how we're communicating right now. But you're making a choice about something that you're seeing with your logic and your knowing it's just right now. Because recently you got a download from the bat from the Queen of Swords. Something in the night came to you in a dream, the bat, the vampire, that's showing you perception and truth for the first time about something. And it's about release and recovery, about that Three of Swords, what you grieved, what broke your heart, what disturbed you. It could be something in your childhood, in a past life, in a work situation, in family, the loss of someone because of an addiction, that you're having to release them, let them go, like a bat out of hell, let them go so you can use your logic and truth and find the justice in the situation. And now there are choices to be made, Taurus, and these are going to bring you the Two of Shells, the Two of Cups. Well, you could be seeing doves. These two are just so entwined, and as they touch, it brings out this sense of the light, the illumination, something just radiating out of your body now, Taurus, to your environment, from your environment. There is a reciprocity in this light field of energy, like auras merging together. The Two of Cups is a new kind of union, a partnership. Some people throw out the idea of twin flame, but it is twin flames because when two flames come together, they become one. And there is this sense of something about lovebirds. When these two are together, there's just a sense of just serendipity all around. You just don't know, but everything works out. It just flows. You're having a good time. That's feeling good. In that union and harmony, you want to be in this connection. You know, we're in some relationships that we just got into somehow. We liked it, okay, but it's just a connection. It's important. We love that person. But then there is this energy that just comes to us, for us, within us, out from us to another, mysteriously, out of the blue, not even asking for it or even knowing you're wanting it even. But that's coming for you, Taurus. And it's coming because of the King of Acorns. Well, this is coming in with a sense of passion, optimism. This is the King of Wands, where you're going to go after what you want and get it. That's a given, Taurus. And I could be talking specifically to one of my Tauruses. And thank you so much for all your comments. I really appreciate you. But in this moment, what I'm noticing, because I'm feeling this interconnected field between us right now, is that you have optimism toward this union. And you know you have a lot of choices, Taurus, but you have very good intuition. You feel very attractive and attracted to this person, this connection. And it's going to lead you, this coming together is going to lead you to an entrepreneurial connection that you're going to be just fired up and very successful and just radiating this energy of momentum, horsepower, success. You're going for it. And then you've got the energy you're leaving behind is to look at the Nine of Feathers, which is the porcupine. Well, this could be the shadow or defensive element that we need to get clarification on, because you've got all of this union coming in. You know you have choices. It's going to manifest because of your determination in prosperity, in wealth, in abundance. And you're manifesting this. And you're leaving behind, releasing. You've recovered from whatever this was, a breakdown, a heartbreak, something that didn't work out, that significantly impacted you or your loved ones. And then it's now you're transforming that. You're flying through the dark. You know how to fly. You're the bat. You live in these caves. You can go underground, so to speak, and come out with a sense of a new perception. You're seeing more clearly now than ever, Taurus, with truth. And there is a need, as the advice, Taurus, is to look at your perspective. We have perception. How do you see? What is it that you sensory are taking in? Is it true? Is it accurate? How can I know this is right? How do I determine those senses around me? But then also, perspective is about knowing what you see, and then having your perspective change, your viewpoint, being more flexible, more open, more adaptable, more curious about other people's perceptions and perspectives. And just to see how, wow, it's interesting. People don't think just like I do. And that is self-empowering when we question our anxiety. If we're worrying about the way somebody thinks about us, or the way we think about what has happened to us, or what we have done maybe in the past. But you're releasing that with self-empowerment. And that is what I have for you today, Taurus. And just a few cards. This is going on for a while, but I think it's a very important reading for Taurus. And that was a confirmation. The energy is just jumping around today. And you're standing your ground as you, this endurance, you've got it both of the energy of the fire and of the earth. You might be on the defensive, but you have the advantage and will eventually win, whatever that means to one of my Taurus. And for another, you will never regret your actions. What you've stood your ground, what you've worked hard, what you've been loyal to, you will never. Because expect criticism and challenges to your authority. Stand up for yourself, Taurus. And for your ideas. We saw the raccoon in the pre-shuffle and that hypnagogic state before waking, before sleeping. Something is on the move in the dark. Looking in the garbage. Looking at what we think might be trash but is very valuable. Because you are going to move into this happiness, this bliss, your 9 of Cups. And this is the wish fulfillment card. Clarifying this self-empowerment, Taurus. Your deepest desire is granted. That might just seem easy to flip off my tongue, but this is the wish card. Something that you know. Your optimism. Your innovation, your feeling of taking leadership over your life and knowing it's something that's going to be very satisfying. And your deepest desire is granted. And to one of my Taurus, a problem is solved. The affirmation, a problem is solved. And to Taurus, or whoever is watching this right now who just has this sense, this is what you're hearing. You're needing to hear this. Satisfying sexual relationships are coming. And they're going to bring you emotional peace. And that is going to be for one of my Tauruses, very important. But your goals are all going to be achieved with that energy of prosperity and manifestation. A dream is coming true for you, Taurus. We all have our dreams, each one of you, and they are fluctuating and move, and we have choices to make about these dreams. And Taurus, this is the message that one of you just directly needs to hear. Take time to enjoy your success and revel in your rewards. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, Taurus. Your material possessions, you've attained those. You're attaining what you need and want. And you have a lot of physical fitness and beauty. You're beautiful, you're attractive. Your body feels gorgeous, handsome, fit, healthy. And that's what I have for you. Taurus, amazing reading for you today. And I hope it resonates. And I thank you all for leaving your comments. And I do know I was dressed a little unusual in that heavy fur coat, but it is quite cold where I am doing these readings. And I am in a 150-year-old historic building. And these are the original windows. And sometimes it gets a little cool in the house. But thank you so much for your beautiful comment asking about my comfort and whether I have a heat. Well, I do. And thank you for all of your comments. I'd love to just hear more. If you have any other questions, just let me know. And for my new viewers, please subscribe and help my channel grow so we can dig deeper into this information you're getting. There's some significant movement on the way ahead. You've got the momentum to move forward. And thank you for your comments, and love being here together today and spending time here. That's precious, and I know it, and I appreciate you, each one. Sending you love. Bye-bye.